Robert with Deep Cycle blog, and this is my dorm that I have on the university in that second door down there. I should have showed you guys the room, huh? Sorry, I'll show you guys again. And I'm running a little bit late to go back. I'm going back home now. It's 7:15. I should have left a long time ago. You know, I only got 2 days free a week, and trust me, they're not very free. So I gotta work on my time management a little bit more to get out on time. Look at these XT brakes I have. My bike is so heavy right now, and I'm able to modulate the brakes going down the stairs. And let's see here if they're gonna open the door or not. Hi, Shishine. With those brakes, it's really easy to modulate. It's really cool. And here we are on the campus here, and this is the campus for a polytechnic college of some sort. I thought it was agriculture university, and it's not. It's actually something polytechnic, right? So I'm near Wushan right now, but I don't know how far. I'll have to figure it out. And you know, this morning I came here and I didn't want to blog because I was in a hurry, and if I talk, I thought I might be a little bit slower, and so I have to figure out where exactly. You know, the morning ride was not really the most efficient. It was okay, but it wasn't really the kind of you know, I want to go a better route than that. Since it was my first route directly to this campus, I don't really have my bearing really, but I know I'm in an area really close to where I always go, so I've got to figure it out a little bit better. It's not that difficult as it was, as Google Maps made it to be. Okay, Google, open navigation. Okay, so let's see here. I'm not going to be able to navigate home because I've got my old. Normally I could say navigate home and it'll take me there, but I haven't set my new home address, so I have to manually click on it, right? Let's see here. Let's see here. Where's my home at? Hold on, guys. Sorry. I'm probably going to use, we'll see here. There we go. Found it. Hold on. It's probably going to mess up my stats because I'm not rolling right now. Okay. So it says we go one way, it's like 27 kilometers. I can't remember, it was like 29 kilometers. But I didn't go that way. I think that's down the highway and the bridge and the tunnel. If I remember right, that's not the Loshi Bridge, right? I'd rather take the Loshi Bridge than that huge bridge. That huge bridge at night is pretty dangerous. And they've done that before, right? They've put me on that huge bridge before. So what I'll do, I'll switch to walking here. Walking, it takes you on the bridge, on the Loshi, okay. Yeah, because I don't have my other light, and I don't need to be so risky to risk my life on that big bridge. I don't know, I mean, the thing is the traffic, there's a couple forks there for you to watch my other videos. the traffic's easier to go on this one. Okay, let's do it, baby. So, minus the music. You know, the funny thing about, oh, it feels good to ride, man. Just going off feels good. The funny thing about YouTube is, when I first got the videos, they were totally like non-copyright, like open source music, right? And then I get all these messages from YouTube that they're now copyright and a claim has been made on this video and blah blah blah. So it's not like I ever made any money, and now you gotta have like 1 million views or something. I don't know what the fuck. Now you gotta have 1 million views before you're even able to get any kind of money, and I never imagined to get money before from YouTube. But you gotta have a lot of views, and but it doesn't matter, like most of my videos now, like somebody else is getting money because music that was once open source is now closed source, right? Sorry. Okay. I gotta get a new heart rate strap, everybody. I have no idea how to get that. I'll try to do it sometime. And we're leaving Guangzhou right now. It's pretty close to Wushan. I'm not that far from the other school, like 2 or 3 kilometers, where I go a lot to teach kids over there. However, that's a meaningless statistic because I can't really like calibrate where I'm at. I can't really get a firm bearing on my relative location, right? So it's all right, we'll get it. We will figure it out. And you know, I made a video the other day in my class. You know, I made that one video, which you just saw on there. And I made another video. Alright, so I guess we go this way here. This place feels familiar to me. Oh, we go straight and there's a barricade. Alright. I think I know where this is. Oh, I know where we're at. Aha. Okay, this is like... I totally know where we are. So, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna ride the way I know? Okay, this is how I used to come for Saturday morning's class. If I go up that street right there. Okay, I gotta take a phone call, everybody. Hold on a second here. Sorry about that. You know, my boss called me and they need me to go work on my only free day. And I'm telling you, man, this shit is killing me. But I have to go in for my son and to get my passport tomorrow. And for Quot too. So I don't know. This is very difficult. I did this last week. I went on my day off, and it's hard to tell them no. You know, it's really hard for me to say no when I'm told to go to work. So I don't know. Very difficult. You know, honestly, I've been moving, I've been working my ass off. I'm tired as fuck from overwork. I don't really want to go to their job. Even if they give me the bonus, 500 yen, I mean, sure, money's great, but man, I don't got time for my kids. My wife is a crackhead. You know, I need time to breathe before I blow up. Yeah, somebody asked me if I was, I think Peppermint Pig, I saw a comment, asked if I was drinking again. No, I haven't drank since like, oh shit, I just did something on the street. Damn it. Damn, hope that doesn't pop my tires, man. You know what? It's a lot different when you're riding on tires that just don't have the puncture protection. I mean, I love these tires, I sure do. But I gotta put some more sealant in, and in the back of my head, you know, I feel like I've gone back in time, that I'm much more cautious of the street, of not hitting stuff to pop these tires, you know. Once again, somebody asked me the tire size. These are 700 by 400s, and like I said, the Schwalbe Marathon Supreme tubeless, and they're great. I mean, they're. Now let me say something. Like when I switched. Do I know where I'm at yet? Yes, I do. I think. Yeah, I mean, I do roughly, reasonably so. I switched bontragger, a hard case, a long time ago. I don't know if I said this before, but like when I went from those to the Schwalbe Marathons, even the hard case, like those bontraggers I got from a Trek store years ago, I mean, the difference in rolling resistance was huge. Like I couldn't believe it. It made my bike feel new. Like, really, I got to tell you, if you're riding a tire that's not like low rolling resistance, put on a Marathon Supreme or a Marathon Plus or Marathon. You know, the Marathon Plus is the Schwalbe, and like, wow. I mean, of course, they weigh a lot, but even as much as they weigh, their rolling resistance is so awesome compared to what you think. Like the hard case, a bontragger hard case, like you think those slicks will be low rolling resistance, and totally not. They're fucking huge difference. Now, going from the tires I had to these tires, and right now it's like my third time. It's my first time going to Guangzhou, going to the city, like a 30-kilometer ride, and my bag's pretty full. You know, going here, I mean, I could feel it. They feel great. Oh yeah, this is Oh shit, I know where we're at. Okay. Long time, I think long time. Okay, there's a building, upper building over there. Okay. I got a phone call from my wife. I got a phone call from my wife. Hold on a second. Do a video. Video call. Hey, what's up? Are you? I'm in Sinha right now. Are you drunk? You look drunk. Are you drunk? What did Bobby say? Huh? Okay, we're at... Okay, I know where I'm at right now. What's up? Huh? I'm near Gandhi right now. Yeah, what? It's beautiful. Full of money. Are you drunk right now, Wong? Have you drank anything? You worry about what? I'm trying to come over as fast as I can. Cherry, Steven wants me to go teach 5 classes, 2 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. And he says he's gonna give me a 500 yen bonus. Don't mean shit, man. The money, I told him I gotta go to the embassy. I told Cherry I gotta go to the embassy in the morning. I gotta go to the embassy. I told Cherry I gotta go in the embassy in the morning. And I don't know if I have to go in the afternoon or not. And, you know, it's really hard to tell them no. I gotta go to the embassy. I can't tell them no. Steven will, if I tell them no, they'll get revenge. But I don't know if they want me to do shit in... Excuse me? Why do you say that? How can I go get it with my bike and all my shit? Huh? No, you can't take my bike there. You can't take my computer shit there. It's impossible. Hi, Solaris. How you doing? Hey, buddy. I can't hear you. What? I can't look at the screen. What? Hi, Solaris. I love you, buddy. I miss you. What? My phone's not loud. What? Can you have what, buddy? Son, I'll get you whatever you want. Let me get out of the traffic and I get home. I'll get you whatever you want, okay? I'll get you whatever you want when I get home, Solaris, okay? I love you, buddy. You be a good boy, okay? Bye, guy. I love you. I'll see you soon, okay? Hey, Bobby. How you doing, guy? A lot of traffic right now, guy. Hi? I can't hear you. What? I can't look at you when I'm talking because I'll die. What? Alright, sorry everybody. That was a party call, right? Alright, so anyways. Yeah. This is the good old way I know. Woo. No stranger to this ride, am I? So, supposed to see what's up with Quot. We're going to America tomorrow. I don't know, man. I'm getting so underpaid for these jobs. 500 yen don't mean shit compared to the money I'm losing, you know, and the time I'm losing. I don't know, man. Pretty rough. Everybody wants to be a hero. Rocket Man. I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is figure out this, you know, I gotta get my passport with Quot trashed. I go pick it up tomorrow. Fuck, man. I do these classes, man. I'm spent, you know. Man, they don't know I've got a family of weirdos. Alright, so anyways, guys, I'll figure it out what I'm gonna do, and I'll let you guys know what's happening. You know, when you're a migrant worker and you're married to crazy, it's tough, you know. It's tough to know, like, it's tough to be able to take a stand. Fuck off. This asshole with the horn, huh? Yeah. So anyways, what happened last week, I mean, yesterday, yesterday was like I went out and found this great, like, visually stimulating street to ride home on. Like, it was fantastic. And I got home, I got about 25 kilometers into it, and I said, oh my God. And I said all the greatest things, man. The greatest things that I'll try to repeat sometime. Oh, my camera's off. Let me check right now to see if my camera's still working or not. Oh my God, it's by the love of God. We're still on. All right, man. I'm one light short, though, huh? So I'm in. What do you call that? When you go crazy from the Christmas lights? Like, I don't know what the fuck it is. When you fall on the ground and start shaking, that's for the kind of lights I got on right now. What is that called? I forgot. I'm in the make you have a seizure mode. It's alright. It's alright. I feel da-na-na-na. So anyways, I was going home and I felt like this hanger, it looked like it was like big enough to put like a blimp under, and I'm like, what the fuck kind of hangar is that about? See, Google doesn't know about this way. I don't know why they never tell me to go this way. I want to go right. That's wrong, man. This is totally a better way. Totally better. Google's fucked up. They don't know. I know, and they never suggest this route, you know. You check out my Strava for the routes I came here. The Strava link's on the front of the YouTube. You guys are on Strava, you can feel free to add me anytime. Looks like I'll be riding again as long as my wife isn't crazy. And so I went through this place, and I had these great speeches. Found out I was satisfied, like psychologically. I was like, whoa, this blog video is gonna be a classic. And then like, oh my God, I got home and not a single fucking minute recorded. Part of my French, right? Yeah. So now I gotta rehash it out and talk about everything I talked about before, right? So, where do we begin? Well, I got a guilty feeling today. I was a bad teacher today, and I knew I was doing a bad job, and I couldn't stop myself. You know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. You know, Elon Musk, my hero, he went to SXSW in Austin and released that video. The guy from Westworld made that video. Pretty cool. And I wanted to show my students behind the great iron curtain, I'm sorry, behind the great Chinese firewall. What Elon, I mean, these are university level students, and I've got them in my grips. I have a really good teaching lesson plan that I made, and Elon Musk was not on this plan. However, I casually show them, they still haven't got their books delivered. I casually show them it, and they don't know anything, like college kids. They don't know anything about Elon Musk, right? Now, while you don't know anything about Elon Musk, what kind of fucking evil is that? So, what I did is I proceeded to show them first I looked him up on Wikipedia. I showed the Chinese translation. I opened a background tab for Zip, for PayPal, SpaceX, Neuralink, Hyperloop, Tesla, and I opened up the Chinese versions. And I'm like, yo, check it out, this is Elon Musk. And you should know his name, and he's just one man. And then I gave them the 1-minute elevator pitch about reusable rockets compared to throwing away airplanes. And then I showed them the Falcon Heavy launch and explained to them how Elon Musk disrupted the electric car industry, that they could see electric cars in China. And everybody's laughing about him. And all the money from the electric cars are going to help SpaceX out to go to Mars. And it's all part of his master goddamn plan. And that's a hell of an elevator pitch, I'll tell you what. And then everybody said he couldn't. And he did. 50 times in the last year. 50 times. And that's, my friends, is awesome. And the Falcon Heavy with the Tesla on top, with Don't Panic on the dashboard, how that represents his idealism, his passion, his youth. Reading the science fiction books with the spaceship that said don't panic. And how he's just that kind of guy to name the next rocket BFR for big fucking rocket. And their plans for 2024, I showed them the concept video of the BFR that's being made. And the first concept video that Elon Musk released, which was like a miniature wow moment, not as great as a Starman wow moment, but like a holy shit, this is really happening kind of thing. And I showed them the updated version of that, creating bases and propellant plants. That other animation they had, where he talked about planning to send four BFRs to Mars. And I had told them about the internet a little bit. That's a fucking lot of shit to do to kids that are there to learn English. And you know, they don't have computers in their class, and they're university students. You guys ever go to another country and see university students without a laptop in their classroom? I know, say it ain't so, right? But that's what it is. And I try to explain it, and some students could not even give a fuck. Now, for me and my autism and shit, I was telling myself, I was a little bit tired, only got 4 hours of sleep, and rode 30 kilometers my first morning. You know, I was telling myself I was tired. I slept an hour at lunch. And I told myself, I said, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't talk to them about Elon Musk. First 2 morning classes, I got all wound up. In the third class after lunch, I was cool. But then the last class, I'm like, showing them the NASA music videos, the Elon Musk videos. I'm like, you guys want me to tell you about Elon Musk? You know, stop me. You got to make a choice. We practice a little bit more, or we spend 10 minutes or so talking about it. And you know, I feel a great passion about enlightening them. And I realize as a professional teacher, I should stick to the plan, because the plan actually is my defense from being attacked from the school, for bad teaching. If I diverge from my plan, that weakens my defense at the school that's underpaying me. You know, so I taught really good at the beginning class. In the last quarter of the class, you know, they don't got their books yet like they were supposed to have. That's not my fault. So I I feel bad. I gotta cut that shit out. But at the same time, this is historical shit, you know, and I know some people do that about religion in the classroom, and I don't do anything like that, but I feel like when history's being made, some youth need to know. And it, you know, let me tell you something. The great extent at which their society and the youth is conditioned is really appalling, right? To not question any, like, even if you put the facts and right in front of their face, their groupthink logic won't let them appreciate the innovation or the true wonder. And I don't see the light go off in everybody's eyes, only in a couple. It might be argued that if you reach even one, it's a success, right? But I can't be teaching idealistically. I have to be rigid, rhythmic, calculated, and tactile. Or I risk being sacrificed. And that is my experience that is telling me that. So I know I fucked up. I guess that makes me still human, huh? I read about people in the news in the US telling people not to marry black people, and they're making an example out of just kind of freaks to begin with, right? I mean, not every teacher's like that in the US, right? So I don't know, man. And I know that they're not saying anything to my face. I mean, this whole system is designed to attack foreign input. They won't question why they don't have internet. They won't question why it's 2018. You know, and they don't have the internet. I casually mentioned some girls in my class is named Winnie when I was calling roll. And I casually mentioned, hey Winnie, you know Winnie the Pooh's blocked in China now, right? And they don't know that. And I had to show them like the whole Winnie the Pooh emperor thing. You can look that up. I guess the emperor was threatened by the image of Winnie the Pooh. He found that threatening, so they banned Winnie the Pooh. Goddamn Winnie. I'm not talking about the Wonder Years Winnie. Oh, the child's bear, right? Yeah. Yeah. So, so it's just kind of like, and I know that at this age, they are thoroughly conditioned. Anything outside their common group experience is heresy for the people that are subject to this kind of propaganda and media control. Now, I think it's important to say that, like, this isn't a unique thing to the Chinese society. It happens in the US society too. And that's what I was talking about in the last video. I guess that was a pretty good lead-in for the next topic. That's what I was talking about in the last video. Oh, my back feels heavier. I found my rim has got a sticker. One of them points rear, one of them points front. And I think they put it on wrong. I think they built my rim with the wrong direction. I don't know what difference that makes. And there's no one here to relace the rim. And I don't have the skills to do that. Unfortunately. I don't know what difference it makes. Artie said it might make a difference with torque going uphill or something. I'm not sure. Leave a comment if you know what the implications of threading a wheel the wrong direction, turning the rim. It's terrible, man. Like there's a sticker that says with 2 arrows on it, and one of them points front and one side points rear. And on the bottom, and when you if you put it the one on the ground, my front sticker is pointing towards the back. However, if you're talking about the rotational direction, it rotates towards the front, so I'm not sure of it. I think the wheel builders at CRC built my rear wheel wrong. That sucks, huh? So anyways, what was I talking about now? In my last video, oh, I'm fat, man. I'm out of shape. I know I'm carrying a lot. In my last video, I was talking about hearing American music for the first time in a long time. And came across to me is a little strange. Like, you know, I grew up in America, like, until I was 19 or something. And I'm not a stranger to America, to American culture, right? But when I hear like the current music and like that song It's God's Plan, and I look at their music, it's all so surreal, you know? It's like well, I need to adjust my derailleur. You hear that noise? Sorry, buddy. I haven't had a chance to adjust my rear derailleur yet. I don't got the little screwdriver right now. Is that an annoying fucking sound? Sorry. Oh man. I don't have the stamina yet. So anyways, like it's real strange seeing these videos Like after being isolated in China and in my own little world here, to see the blatant inward looking materialism and the slang and the theme. I know I'm old man, but man, I don't find any passion in that. You know, I think that like people are like being pacified, man. And like they're so idealistically believing in in these current songs and the materialism. Like I feel like we're like part of the dying Roman Empire. Nothing more than bread and games, man. And everybody's getting high, and I can't remember if this was in the beginning of the video I discussed this, or in the afternoon. I don't want to talk about the same topic twice, man. So I better, you know, I didn't get a chance to listen to that video I put up at all. I just put it up, so I can't remember. Ah, shit, so forgive me if I said the same thing twice. But like, take away the bars. Take away everybody getting high. Take away the music. They say the music will set you free, right? Man, that's just an illusion and a distraction, really. Nobody's free. Everybody's on standby. Like a multi-generational standby. And if you look back historically to the people at this time that are just getting high, singing songs about making money and about all the, I mean, what the hell, man? As people's lives come and go, and their precious years get obliterated by time, and they look back and say, well, that's all there was. I was high, I was playing games, and I was at a party. Seems like a distraction, man. Like Elon Musk, he's probably the only rich guy in the world, like on the Forbes list, that I like. Talk about becoming a man of success, or rather than value. Well, he's the opposite, right? He's got the success, but he is a man of value. Like everybody wants to be of value. When they talk about universal basic income, I remember he had his talk on that topic. He's all, yeah, man, people want to do something of value. It's inherent in their nature. I think that's true. People want to do something of value. And when they get that taken away from them, they get these false dopamine created pacifications like music, gamification. Just like, what's the newest cool shit? like a temporary step up to nowhere, you know? And you know, I don't know if this was on the last video because I can't remember what I said in the AM versus the PM video. So forgive me if I said this again, but talking to my friend Kaylin on WeChat, and we're both alcoholics. I mean, human. But I'm cool. I mean, we're talking about, she mentioned to me like, oh yeah, she was getting dopamine kicks from being around people, right? And you know what? That shit made sense to me. I thought, wait a second. Dopamine kicks around people? Fuck, man. And yeah, I hate to tell the same story, guys. So, but anyways, I'm gonna do this because I don't know if I did or not. So, fucking failed videos, right? So that makes sense though, because I was thinking, you know, I don't drink anymore. I do drink, but I've stopped drinking. But I go this one time. I go to look for Quot, and I'm like I said, I'm so sorry you heard this before, but he ran away when I was taking him to this brewery bar to go get lunch, and I've never seen a brewery bar in China. It's the first one in 18 years. They're not as common like they are in the US. And he ran away after I looked for him for days. And this was right when I was getting into Bitcoin. So I said, fuck it. And I ordered some drinks. And of course I got the strongest brew, because economically I was reasoning I need this nice strong beer, more bang for the buck, right? And I proceeded to have 2 or 3. Happy hour reasoning. Now, if I was home and drinking by myself in my house, no big deal. Have 3 or 4 beers, stop drinking, do my job, go to bed, be responsible. But out in the wilderness, in the wild area, I sat there and then I saw some foreigner, man. Some foreigner up at the bar. 2 foreigners. And I heard them talking. And all of a sudden, all my important shit that I got to do flew out the window. And I thought, well, wait a second. Let me go hang out with these foreign people. Something about it. If I wasn't drunk, I wouldn't have given a fuck about who these people are. I have much more control. I have no idea why. I mean, I have no urge to talk to these people, but apparently, here's my theory. Humans are like pack creatures, right? We evolved to hunt in packs. That's how we survived the mini ice ages. And there were many ice ages, and there will be many more. Funny how that's not any part of our common schooling. Like, you ever go to class where you say, okay everybody, we're gonna learn today that we've had a lot of ice ages and that we'll have them in the future. Because this is Earth, and that's how it works on Earth. We don't get that kind of talk in class. Now here's my theory. Like my friend Caitlin said, get a dopamine kick from being around people. And that's what took over my animal instincts at the bar, due to that inbred evolutionary trait of being part of that group. That's my theory. So like people going to concerts, people going to bars, we're acting out on the evolutionary animalistic need to be around each other. For the benefit of evolution. Talk about intelligent design, man. How strange it is. Our bodies and our DNA are so in tune with the evolutionary process, right? And the survival process. Oh, my neck hurts a little bit, buddies. Guys, I'll try to sit up straighter. Woo. Oh, I'm doing slow time. This is what being out of shape means. Fat man on the bike. So this whole thing in the US, man, about fashion donut stores. And the people being pacified. I feel like an alien visitor, you know? Well, guys, I'm pretty tired, man. Pretty tired. I'm gonna hang in there though. Ride this blog out to the end, right? I can't tell you today, this morning and all day after riding to work, my body felt so jacked off my adrenaline high. After not riding for a long time, I know I'm out of shape, but all the muscles in my body, they say muscles got DNA, right? They all feel very, made me feel good, man. Felt rejuvenated. It's a feeling I haven't felt for a while. To have a good workout like that. Very is it invigorating? Felt awesome, man. Now, you know, I feel like this car, it's called Way. I feel like I'm in tune with Elon, man. Like, I want to reach out to that next level. He released a quotation saying, on his Twitter that we shouldn't be just living for day-to-day challenges. We should wake up for things that excite us and motivate us. And I feel that with what he's doing, you know. And I was talking yesterday about ticks and tocks again. For all those people that are out of the loop. A tick, and this analogy comes from a report that I read, or that I heard, talking about Intel's CPU development cycle. On the dance floor, right? Decided to break up their dance. That's their internet, man. Dancing in the street, right? Alright, so the Intel development cycle was characterized as not really big CPU improvements, were called ticks. And then Intel would have bigger CPU releases, upgrades, and those big, large-scale releases that had something really new and different, those were called tocks. And I thought that was a good analogy for my life and my struggle maintaining the status quo is like drowning in the ticks, right? Breaking out of that rut is tocks, and the clock on humanity is broken, man. What I see happening is people are getting pacified with ticks, and it's easy to get buried in the continuous struggle just to maintain. And then you even in the midst of that struggle, you take a break, you let yourself go to get that release. That high, that song with those words and that beat that kicks out that endorphin, that makes you feel like there's a message and you're one with the message, and that message is a talk, but it's not, man. It's not a talk at all. It's a fucking well camouflaged tick, man. Elon Musk is winding up that clock. He's winding that dial up. And everything he does is a talk. And it's damn time we got some. You know, recently I've been thinking about some older speeches and quotations in which he talked about one of the biggest threats to progress was another war. And look at North Korea. In today's paper, they characterize, or today's news, they characterize North Korea's effort to meet with Donald Trump to cause a truce to the war. They're characterizing that as his attempt for America to hand over control of the South Korean Peninsula to South Korea themselves. And they're strategizing that that was always a predicted move for Kim Jong-il, and that he would not agree to giving up his nuclear weapons as a point in signing the peace agreement, because the war has been in effect. There's never been an actual peace treaty signed, which don't mean shit, really. But if you read behind the lines, that's just a sign that there's a lot of people that don't rather have continuous war than a peace treaty. So I'm with Elon Musk. I hope. I mean, look at what's going on in Syria, in Russia. Humans thrive on conflict. They need to have that forest fire in the forest. That's nature's brutal way of wiping the slate clean for another evolutionary jump. So I know Elon is fighting the deadline. A lot of people don't realize that deadline is like nuclear war and self-annihilation. Something to think about, you know? It is something to be concerned about. And it is ironic, like that Alanis Morissette song. Like when I invest in Bitcoin, the whole fucking thing turns into a bear market. When we have the technology to save humanity, like my wife, decides, time to fuck shit up. Things are getting too comfortable. One step forward, 10 steps back, right? Ah, yeah. Lo Shi. Oh my God. My old friend. Oh, I'm sorry you guys got to hear that loud. You're a derailer. Somebody wrote a comment about the hub spinning. They're looking to buy an Ogre, and they're wondering if it's always that loud. I don't know what kind of hubs are on the Ogres now. This is a Hope hub, man. And I don't know, I guess this bike has got about 17,000 kilometers on it. So now that I said that, the hub will be destroyed. Surely. Just what we were talking about before. Just what we were talking about before. Murphy's Law, baby. I don't like these guys getting that close to me. Hope they stay the fuck away. I got my back, shoulder, harness light on. The Commuter Pro, which is a great light. You guys check that out from England, CRC. I never seen one before. And that light that already got me, that backlight, is a great backlight. They should be aware of me, you know. They should know. I told you to take over the lane when you can. Like right now, I took over the lane. I don't know, I guess motorcycle, I don't know what they call it, because I'm not a fucking Einstein guy, but I guess motorcycles do that too, right? Oh man, I'm gonna check my camera, see if we're still on real quick. Because I hate talking to myself, man. It is such a pain in the ass. And then to say what I was gonna say before, I feel like my fucking cleat is loose, actually. Cleats come loose, man. Oh my God, we're still on. There's a Loshi. Hi, everybody. Greetings from Loshi. President Xi of China, now the Emperor. There's like the Emperor's Bridge, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, get my second win, man. Getting my second win. Those poor people on those rental bikes, man. How sad. Anyways. Had a girl in class called Shirley. So I opened up YouTube in the middle of the class and I said, be careful when you look at YouTube that it doesn't burn your eyes out, because you know how YouTube is blocked in China, right? So YouTube is terrible, everybody, but I want you to pay attention to this airplane video about Don't Call Me Shirley. And I showed them to them in the class. Sidetracked and hungry, not focused, I guess. Having a little fun. I guess I probably enjoyed it more than they did. But American culture, right? It's part of the package, I guess. Airplane. Yeah, that was a funny movie. So, Katie, you watching this video right now? This is a shout out to my sister. My long lost sister. I'm worried about you, girl. I hear you talking, Katie. My sister, it sounds like she's straight gangster Mac. Sometimes I get ridiculous. I eat up all your I eat up all your back rolls in your licorice. Yo, back roll, come here, are you ticklish? Yeah, that's right, I called you fat. Look at me, I'm skinny. I still get, you know that song? Humpty Dance, oh my God. Anyways, Katie, if you're watching, man, just be cool, alright? Take it easy, man. I know you get high a lot, Katie. Just ask yourself, what would be happening if you didn't get high for a month? I mean, you just be yourself. It's not a bad thing, you know? Life doesn't suck so bad. There's beauty in it, man. I know it's fun to get high and all that shit. However, man, your body, man, it's capable of being happy and supplying that dopamine hit without the drug, man, without the plant. And yeah, that's what it is for me, everybody. Telling you what, I'm not like a mad alcoholic. I don't know, I've done my share of things that are crazy, wacky wild Kool-Aid style. Did I tell you guys about that time? At one time at like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, I took off all my clothes, walked with my kids and my wife home, and said to my wife and kids, you know what, humans are the only animals that are wearing clothing. We'd all be a lot equal or some shit. I don't know, some kind of goofy shit I would never do if I wasn't fucked up. I'm sorry. So yeah, but that's not the reason why I stopped drinking. Like I said on my last birthday, I have to try to find some focus, self-searching, because the danger is when you're getting buried in ticks instead of making tocks. You need to be like slow cooking yourself and challenge. Like, I feel like I need to feel the challenge, feel the stress. My initial reaction is like, fucking have a beer, take it easy, right? But like Egyptians, they were enslaved. You know, speaking of Egyptians, I read a while ago that they found the confirmed signature from Cleopatra when she was married to Mark Antony. And I read this on Reddit, I think. Apparently, somebody on Mark Antony's side was looking for love in all the wrong place. No, I'm just kidding. Was looking for a tax break, and Cleopatra signed it with the signature, and she said, like, make it so, like what Captain Picard said. So you always say make it so, right? So the people on WeChat, oh, I gotta get out of here. People on Reddit No, WeChat don't give a fuck. Chinese people never know about shit like that. People on Reddit like, oh yeah, making Captain Picard jokes, right? But did you know Cleopatra was alive closer to the time the man went on the moon than she was to the time the Great Pyramid was built? That's how old the fucking pyramids are, huh? And that ain't nothing. They remade the Civilization series, showing on BBC One or some BBC. And if you got a proxy or a VPN, you can watch it for free online when you register to the BBC website. And the Civilization series is great, I think. Although I haven't had time to watch it all. They show people from like 30,000 years ago, 40,000 years ago artwork. Pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. But as I was saying, the Egyptian slaves, they were praised for their work in beer. Seriously, they were be a slave all day long, and for their slave labor, their main salary was beer. Now, I don't know what they called the beer, like, you'll never be fucking free brew, here, drink this, or what? Now, when I was drinking, I would say like, oh yeah, man, it's an old tradition. I would comfort myself in that thought that I deserve a beer, just like the Egyptians. However, on the flip side, before I talk about this, we're gonna get a house right here, everybody. Right here was our house. It was right back there on top. 1,800 yen. I just gotta move in right when my boss said, no, don't go there. And she hooked me up with a very nice apartment. I mean, it's pretty good. By Sichao, which is better than here for the kids. So I just passed by. I gotta tell you, we almost had a flat here. But anyways, back to the Egyptian beer. Slaves are drinking it, I mean, to pacify themselves. And I'm just kind of thinking, I have to learn to respect the beauty of being alive and all the beautiful things. I mean, every minute on this earth that we're alive and healthy and that we're young, this is a great reward, you know? And I get blinded to that. I kind of take it for granted. And I actually put the dopamine and the shit I get from getting drunk, I kind of prize that and put that on a shelf. I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool, I'm relaxed, had a couple beers, fucking don't have to think. And I think that's the wrong thing, because I shouldn't be frugal, I shouldn't be wasteful of like all the ordinary everyday shit, you know? Now don't get me wrong, man. Like right now, and multiple times this last week, I completely felt like a beer would have been great, you know? And it takes a struggle to talk myself down, like, no, man, don't. And that's when I pick up the Coca-Cola. Fuck. Yeah. Anyways, Peppermint Pig, talk about my gout, man. I'll tell you what, man. I've been taking allopurinol, and I've been taking 2 of these tablets a day. And since I've been taking it regularly, I have no more gout. I still have it, but it's not flaring up that bad at all. So for anybody out there that's suffering from gout, there's a medicine called allopurinol, A-L-I-P-U-R-O-L or something. It does wonders for me. A long time since I came up here, huh? Actually, I came up here yesterday, but on camera, I mean. I'm getting old, guys, but I just read a study. They talked about this 80-year-old man. They're saying cyclists have the, what the fuck they have? Immune system, some kind of shit equivalent to a 20-year-old. And I don't know how valid that survey is, because the cyclists are probably going to be pretty healthy in general, but that's pretty reassuring. Now I could sleep in the school, or I could ride home. It sure does take a long time to ride home, but it's good exercise, and I got to see my kids regardless of how long it takes, and that's the real bonus of this job, is getting back in shape, right? You know, I got this big keyboard in the back. It's like 7-pound keyboard, right? I tell myself I don't need it, but it sure is nice to use at work. So I throw it in there. I just need to get stronger. Lose this weight. Get faster in my time management. Get in and get out. Man, it's hard when you're working a lot, like the littlest breaks in between you want to take is like a time to sit down. That must mean I'm getting weak and old. I got to step my game up. I'm not allowed to age. Circumstances prevent that from happening, you know? Get my ass into shape a little bit. All right, everybody. I got a long ride home still. About 10 more kilometers. And I'm gonna save my energy, and I'll talk to you guys later on. I'm turning off the camera now. Bye. Hooked on a feeling. Da, 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 da. Reeling and doing da. Hey man, how you doing? Happy trails, man. You got a love for me. When you touch me, you let me know that I hooked on a feeling. I need some music. I just don't need that music that says God's plan. It runs around giving out fucking money. Are you fucking kidding me? God's plan is Elon Musk, buddy. Jesus Christ Almighty. Beautiful night. I want to say that this ride right here, coming home after a day long at work, this is also like a cold beer for me. Enjoying the beauty of the road and the night wind. It's cool, man. It could be anywhere. Like this road right now. This road could be in any country on this earth. All the work and all the struggles I've had this week, in the future, and all my life, they don't mean nothing right now, man. It's like a black hole. I'm just an animal. Right now it's me and gravity and rubber. Woo! Feels real good. I can almost just turn off the camera and enjoy it myself. But I wanted to share it with you, wherever you're at, however your day is. Get a moment like this in your day, go find it, man. We're not dead, you're not lying down, you're not crippled. Got the sky, the moon and the stars. Peaceful, man. On the last final stretch home. Oh, this is a real treat in life, you know? It's the kind of thing you could enjoy. Don't matter how much money or how little money you got. If I was on Mars, I would miss this opportunity to ride my bike on a paved road like this. It's great, man. That guy there, he's feeling it, man. He's on this, he's riding the same wave. So anyways, this isn't all doom and gloom. So we're going up the hills a bitch, I'll tell you what. Huge development of Clifford Estates, where people are dying to get in. Giving their whole lives for that land of beauty. What is Clifford Estates with their monumental designs and bright lights and luxurious materialism, where you too can live and not know a single goddamn thing about what is happening on the earth or off the earth, or Elon Musk, or any current events, or any internet, or any YouTube. You could just live there and shut the fuck up, eat your Wheaties with fucking chopsticks. And look at this sculpture here. It reminds you of that movie, like Flight of the Navigator. Compliance. Remember that movie? Yeah, it was an oldie. That's about the same time they made that game. That movie, War Games. Would you like to play a game of chess? Yeah. Clifford. Luxury. Luxuriousness. Okay, that's out. I'm out.